Howdy everyone. How is it going? Today is Thursday, which obviously is normally... I'm leaning over the chat a bit, but I need to move more that way. Hang on. Shift me over a little bit. I mean, I'm taking up... I'm encroaching on your personal space. I do apologise. How's it going? Yeah, very warm today. I missed last week and I apologise. I was not feeling well. I'm feeling better. I'm probably going to feel bad after this. So that'll be fun. How is everyone doing today? Just in pain from painting Tyranids. Nice. Am I going to Chichester? I'm not, no. I basically don't have any free weekends between now and my wedding, so... Yeah, here's the problem with this stream. I'm doing well, Bullish, thank you. Franklin, how are you? So, I had this idea and I was going to do it last week, and I wasn't feeling well. So, I'm doing it this week. Now, the issue is, it is currently really goddamn hot. I'm hoping you can't hear the fan in the background. I have a fan on. You may hear fan noise. I don't think you can. It doesn't look like it's picking up, which is good. Also, I did arms yesterday at the gym, so my arms are starting to hurt. So this is going to be a terrible idea. But we're going to have fun anyway, because I need to do this because I want to make a YouTube video out of it, probably. Mostly because I need streams to make YouTube videos out of so I can do something in July, because July is going to be a busy month for me in terms of things and stuff outside of the channel. So there may be less content in terms of videos in July, but I'll try and do more streams and stuff. I want to play more games on stream and all that kind of stuff, so join me for that. I want to start aiming towards getting the gaming channel set up after the wedding and all that kind of stuff. So I keep saying stuff. You should cardio for painting. Cardio is a dirty word. We don't do cardio here. It's disgusting. Hope you have aircon. I have an aircon unit that I need to set up. Obviously, in the UK, normally aircon isn't as standard. I have a like a standalone aircon thing that we're going to set up when we get back. You want 2 boxes of Centurions? Because you... Hell yeah. How are you going to shake a can of primer? It's already primed, so that's not a problem. Why are you doing this to myself? Because I am a YouTuber and I need to sate my stupid ideas. Tomorrow's video as well is actually going to be very short. Obviously, my videos have been increasing in length over time. Tomorrow's video is way short. It's like not super short. It's just over 10 minutes long rather than being over 20. So hopefully YouTube pushes it and does all their fancy stuff, because otherwise, you know, it's annoying. Because YouTube does this thing where it goes, oh, this video has less average watch time than your previous one. So yes, it's a short fucking video, idiot. But so hopefully you look forward to the video tomorrow. It's a fun one. Not very British, you buy an aircon unit. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. It's too bloody hot. Gotta get the views exactly. Does your fiance play Warhammer? No. Oh, fantasy ticket. Well, you need 2 hands to paint, right? You gotta hold with one and then paint with the other. And so I saw someone say that, oh, 2 kilograms, that's not much. 2 kilograms on your wrist, like each wrist, is quite a lot. DA painted on doing Green Wing because fun. Nice. Watching the videos twice. Yeah, watch the video twice. Any spoilers for the topic tomorrow's video? No, I'm not going to spoil tomorrow. So normally I talk about tomorrow's video. I don't want to do it for this one because it's an interesting one. It's a fun one. I've done a thing. I'm very proud of it. Am I proud of it? We'll find out. I'm looking at it right now. You can't see it. AC Mills or Ac Mills, thank you for becoming a member. Is it my custom chat matter? It's not. No. Why is my shirt slightly darker than normal? Oh. Is it, well, for the stream, this is the color it always is. It's always been this color on the stream. I suppose it's gonna have a mental breakdown again. There's a small one. It's fine. Paint with your toes so you can work on arms while painting. Yes. Dark and Nova for getting us started. Oh, started on what? Hasn't come through yet. Twitch, you jumping the gun. It was like, thank you for getting us started, but nothing's happened. Okay, thanks, Twitch. It'll work out eventually. Really love your content, your positive attitude around Centurions helped me breathe a lot of life back on topic. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad that's the main thing. Because I haven't streamed since there's been a couple of videos. So obviously there was the other Pile of Shame video and the Ruins video. I hope everyone enjoyed the Ruins video. I enjoyed making it. It's an interesting one to talk about. A lot of the comment that, because I don't want to go off on people in the comments or anything, because I don't want to. Basically I can't be bothered to start arguing things about it. There's been some comments where I've just been like, I want to say something, but I can't be bothered. There are some people who have some interesting opinions, let's say. Praise the L. One of the best videos. Thank you very much. 1K wait to the brushes themselves. Could I join and weigh in on the conversation? Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, there's no other terrain types. There are in the book, it's just it's not used for various reasons. So there were some good points, which is like the game itself doesn't work with other things because you need that line of sight blocking. But I think there are some people who have interesting opinions on what constitutes as, I don't know, good opinion. Can't remember all right now. My brain is fried at the best of times, and this video is this isn't even a video. This stream is going to be interesting because it's going to be a lot of stuff. But hopefully, that stuff of the video is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it happens every so often. I've got to keep you on your toes every so often with a little brief. Something that just makes you question: is he okay? Should I add Centurions by Salamanders to this? Probably. Centurions and Salamanders are really good. Can I use my brushes as dumbbells? Yes. What is it where you do where you basically tense your muscles and work out without weight? What's that called? Eccentric? That's not eccentric overload. That's something different. I don't remember what it's called. White Scar Centurions also works. They just go fast. Can you use your dumbbells as brushes? Yes. Very trickily, but yes. But in my first army right now, any tips? It's Tau. I don't have any tips about Tau specifically, but just have fun with it. Feel what you want. Be cool. Isometric exercise. Blood Angel Centurions? Yep. Yep. They all work. Tau Centurions, exactly, yeah. Just Centurions as battlesuits. I did see the new Black Templar model. I thought it was fine. I didn't really have much opinion on it. Zangles when? I have some Zangles I need to sort out, but probably not for a while. I need to do more of my Thousand Suns, but I also have a lot of stuff to paint for the Screaming Ravens in the next couple of weeks. Which is fine. Well, I'm painting tonight. I'm painting one of those things. I'm going to paint the Combi Lieutenant. Or at least start to. Or at least try to. We'll see how it goes. So I undercoated this thing ages ago. I need to add it to my list, so. Probably I've started sniffing because I think my antihistamines have started to wear off, so that's fun. All about to give himself arthritis. Yeah, that's good. That's one of the things. That would be interesting. Get your fiancé into Warhammer? I've tried. She's not interested. It's not her kind of thing. Any thoughts on asymmetrical battles? I think they're fine. I have, so not this week's video. I'm hoping next week's video is going to be about narrative. So I think I've worked out why narrative is bad. Which is going to cause that comment on its own is going to make a lot of people very angry at me. And I did that on purpose. Narrative is not bad, but I think it can be improved, and I've worked out how to improve it. Hey!
Time to bother him.
God, $20. Thank you, the narrator. Yeah, I have been bothered. That's gonna suck if I've got bloody 2 kilograms on my wrist. Bloody hell. Right. Tried certain shows of my Dark Angels. They were fine. I'm happy I tried them, even if I lost both games. I've heard that the new Dark Angels attachment is really good for Centurions. Do you have a good website for making D&D maps? I need one for Call of Cthulhu. I used Wonder Draft, I think it was called. Ages ago when I was doing it. There's Wonder Draft and there's... Is it World Draft? The same guy made two. One for like worlds and one for battle maps. Bother. Yes, I've been hyped in the head. Favorite Chaos faction? Thousand Suns. How much is 2 kilograms of freedom units? Yeah, it's about £5. Yeah, £2 might be. Thank you very much.
Still haven't picked a goddamn army. Send help.
Flip a 20-sided coin. Not a D20 dice. 20-sided coin. Make a 20-sided coin, then flip it. Yeah, so a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So it's 4.4 pounds in silly units. I think it's because of the -1 damage. Yeah, I think it's also because there's a fallback and shoot thing as well. She chose Dark Drukhari. Dark Drukhari? Even darker than Drukhari, which is Dark Eldar. Dark Drukhari, even worse. They're the Drukhari. The other Drukhari don't want you to know about. Who's your favorite Warhammer 40k model YouTubers? I'd say the one I watch the most. To be honest, I don't actually watch that much 40k YouTube. Realistically, I really don't, because I just don't have that much time to watch YouTube. This is the one thing that's annoying about, because I love YouTube. I want to be, I want to be a YouTuber. But now that I'm a YouTuber, I can't watch as much YouTube. I watch a lot of War Hipster. If I'm looking for tutorials, War Hipster and Duncan Rhodes are the people I look for. Very, very good. No one says Troyans thought they looked daft after watching a half-hour video on yesterday. I'll be getting get subscribed. Hell yeah! Another convert to the Centurions. Oh yeah, I watched the Eons of Battle as well. The Eons of Battle is good. How do you like that? How's it going? Who else? Those are the ones I think I watch the most. There's another one I'm subscribed to. I can't remember his name now. I apologize. Yeah, I did watch finally. I got around to watching Bricky's the new Bricky Part 1 and Part 2 of the lore. And they were actually really entertaining. I actually really enjoyed those, so I learned stuff. Can I remember any of it? Nope. Yeah, I was like, this is fun. This is interesting. Oh, I've learned some stuff, and it's just straight through. Yeah, Cracknook is good. I haven't watched. To be fair, I haven't watched many of his videos recently. And again, I just don't have time. I'm also not that into the lore, so a lot of lore stuff I don't really watch. Paul Hammer, I don't listen to Paul Hammer, and not because I don't like them. It's just I don't do podcasts very well, mostly. Why do you watch it while painting? It's nice background noise. I watch other stuff while painting in the background. That's the thing is stuff like that I tune out of, and I have that brand of ADHD where I like having the same things on over and over. So I'll listen to I'll replay like Dog videos, or replay Super Eye Patch Wolf videos, or stuff like that. Paul hates Paul Ham. No, they seem nice. They seem fun. It's just I'm not a big podcast person. Do you see good clubs with correct? So I mentioned not at the moment. Again, it's been. I've not really done. I've done one recently with someone, which I think might be coming out soon. Yeah, reaching out for people to do collabs, I haven't been looking into. Again, I've been trying to set my own stuff, and with the wedding coming up, we'll see how it happens. 10 models into the EC Army box, and I've finished 3 full runs through run 2s of the Ice Age Pentology. Oh, like the Ice Age. I was like, what's the Ice Age Pentology? Oh, the Ice Age films. Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff over and over again. I'll get a video in my head and I can just watch it repeatedly. It's interesting. But I've seen like Paul Hammer. I've watched some of. I might put it on high speed and click through some stuff. It's an interesting topic. Yeah, there's a lot of creators out there, a lot of videos, and I sometimes just go like, oh, watch the same thing over and over. So that way to speedrun carpal tunnel and spilling your paints. Well, we'll see, won't we? But why I don't really get into an army. That creative invitation and support from GW. The thing is, I think like with a lot of this stuff, it's all about what you make of it. Foul Play UK, by the way, thank you for following over on Twitch. I didn't notice. Try watching YouTube videos sped up. I do sometimes as well, yeah. If it's something I'm not familiar with, I might speed it up just to kind of get through it if it's someone who speaks slowly. The thing is, because I've had people tell me that I'm one of the few YouTubers that they don't speed up, or sometimes have to do it slower. Well, are you yapping or painting? I'm yapping at the moment. How are you losing tournaments? You have whole videos on how to win. Well, this is the thing, is the main advice that I have from my how to win tournament videos is have a gun, and I don't have a gun. The next time. I'll slow you down, man. Lol, you're too fast. Yeah, I have been trying to get better with it, at least be more more understandable, but I've never watched If the Emperor Had Text Speech. I know people have talked about it a lot. I've not watched it yet. Yeah, the wet palette's going to be interesting. We really want to do cool, difficult to build paint. This is the thing, I think. Yeah, that's something I mean, is your ambition overstepping your ability, and that does suck. I know what that feels like. Right. Let's go to the table, and I'll show you what's going on today. So this is what we're painting today. It's already the base coated. I tried to do like a... I don't know why I did this like weird zenithal spray, because it's going to be black anyway, so it probably won't turn up, but it's a thing. We've done a little bit of something. I did this ages ago, so... But... You think you'll ever do an AOS, more AOS on channel? Oh yeah, definitely. At some point. The thing is, it's a case of... With the good thing about the 40k stuff is once I've done a tournament, I've got... That's kind of the research phase of a video done right. If I need to actually, like... for AOS, I need to play an AOS game. And, yeah, that has been not happening. How to make a lemon cake? Can you win a Warhammer army and make a cake? Probably not. Yeah, I think the Zenithal will help with if I use contrast paint. The problem is it's contrast paint black, and the black contrast paint is really big. But I've got two of these bad boys, which have got bloody hairs on them because of woman. Can't be my hair. I don't have any. Yes, for those who haven't been on a stream where I have revealed my hands, look, I have hands. Woo, they're horrible and thin. I'm bony and... Ooh. I have these. Two of these. I got them off Amazon. Someone correctly pointed out before the stream, by the way. I can't remember who you were. But they were like, oh, you've watched Sorted Food. Yes, I got this idea partly from Sorted Food. Because they did a chef having to wear, like, half his body weight in weighted stuff. And the other part was Josh Strife Hayes was doing his is it Josh Strife Weights? Well, I can't remember what it is. It's Dark Swolls. Josh Strife Way. Josh Strife Weights, I don't know. Josh Strife Hayes' thing where he was doing like Dark Souls, we had to do exercise. Can we? Because let's be honest. Let's be honest here. You know. I'm turning the chair around, so I'm sitting on the chair backwards. I'm saying, look, guys. As I know, someone said they were in the gym, and I also went to the gym yesterday. But as listen, as nerds, we are not very healthy. Let's be honest. We are, you know, the stick figure. It might be a haha, he's a stick figure joke, but I am horrifically thin. We need a way to build up some strength, right? So we need a way to get some exercise in. And like a lot of the things I do, can we combine two things into one so we can do twice as many things in the same amount of time. Now, I have these two. They are adjustable, so I could go lower. This is fully ladened. This is like, you can like take the sandbags out, whatever. A 2 kilogram weight here, and another one for my other hand. Can I paint? Can I paint with them? I put them on when I got them just to test them, and I was like, it's not too bad. But then I took them off. I was like, oh god. So this might go horrifically. Also, they're horrendously uncomfortable, and because my wrists are so thin, they kind of wiggle around all the time. So I might have to put it further up my arm. Also, as I mentioned, right now in the UK, it's really, really warm. And I did arms day yesterday. I haven't done an arms day in a while because I've been slacking on the gym. Not that it really means much because my arms are not as good as they used to be. There you go. That's 2 kilograms there, constantly on my arm. It's not. It honestly doesn't feel too bad now, but we'll see. Also, the label is still on this now, so get that off. See if we get a pom-pom. Not that you can see because I can't show you on camera, so we'll see how this goes. I'm trying to be Rock Lee of 40k painting. Sure. This is gonna be the main problem. Wrap your arms in tablecloth or something. I've done it now. It's on. They're on and not coming off till the end of the stream. This stream is going to be something I will remind people of constantly is to hydrate. I have no idea. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh god, I've already knocked stuff around. So I don't think it's actually gonna be the. I've knocked my keyboard. Hang on. Jesus. I don't think actually the problem is going to be the weight. Because I can put my arms down here and kind of let the weight off. The issue here is going to be stability. Holding it here, like, that is going to be horrible for stability. And just, like, knocking stuff around with these big things on my wrists. But, no, so the metal loops are just how it's attached, right? So it's Velcro, lift the Velcro through, and then that's just how Velcro works. There's nothing sus about it, alright? You're quite skinny. I'm well aware. If you want some data, well, I haven't weighed myself in a little while. Last time I weighed myself, I was 73 kilos. I'm about 6'1". So about 185 centimeters, 185 centimeters. And I'm 73 kilos, which I think is what, 150-ish pounds? I don't know. I'd Google it, but it's annoying. 73 kg in pounds. 160 pounds. So I don't know how if Americans can now. Back. I must have not listened. Oh, this is going to be awful. I can already tell this is going to go horrendously wrong. Oh! Do you have reduced appetite from ADHD medication? I do a little bit, yes. My original medication was why I used to weigh about 91 kilos, and then I had some medication that made me lose. I went from 91 to 61 in about 8 months, and I've been building back up since then. How much of that weight is beard? Not that much, unfortunately. Weight and not in stones, not a real Brit. That's because stones is stupid. And I'm sorry to tell you this, Britain. Look, I don't drink tea. You know, I have an aircon unit. Just not like a full aircon one, but weighing in stones is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. Like, worse than pounds. It's ridiculous. 187 weighing at 75. So yeah, lanky lads and lasses, rise up. No, you say you don't drink tea. No, well, I don't drink any hot drinks. I don't drink caffeine. I know there's decaffeinated drinks, but I don't drink them anyway. Everything should be metric. Metric is the best. 4K is the most British thing about Paul. And my teeth. My teeth are naff. They're healthy in terms of, like, they're not going to fall out, but they're all wonky and stuff. And that's after a bunch of dentistry work when I was a kid. So this is the end game. Right, what are we going to do? What are we starting with here? Do we block in the black? I think we're just blocking colours, right? So we've got black to do. We've got some browns, silvers. Like, what's our goal here for the design of this guy? I know what I want to do with the Tyranid. I don't think we'll get that far. I think maybe this guy is just the guy that is painted with weights on my bloody... The theme for this one is stupidity, unfortunately. Oh, there's been a few people that I missed. Sorry about that. Sweet Time Wart Fanboy. Oh, getting the mouse over here is going to be a pain. Hang on. And the Eldritch Kaiju. Thank you for following. Let's get the colour I need. I'm going to use... The problem is, the longer it takes me to find the colour I need... Oh god, I've got to shake these paints. I have played Space Marine 2, yes. You can hear the sand shaking. "24 Baneblades." That's not how that works. Paint him as Popeye. So, yeah, I think the bigger... You know what, I'm going to close this and then get to my water. I think I'm going to keep knocking the desk, I think, with the wrist weight. I think that's going to be my main problem. But the actual, like, weight itself, not so bad right now. And I may... Oh god, because this is contrast space, I can't close... Because normally what I do, I get a bunch of paint onto the panel and close the paint, but I can't do that. Alright, start. Let's start carefully. And the main thing is I can't just rest the wrist weights on the table, because that's cheating. So my wrists are currently off... Like, my hand... The bottom of my hands are stable. But I am actually having to hold up the weight. That's the main thing, because if I just did this, then it doesn't do anything. I basically just made a nice little comfortable shelf, but... I am slightly coming off camera, though. There's a lot of things I want to do when I get back from, like, the later half of this year. A lot of things I want to get done. One of them is going to be refreshing my computer, my desk setup, because my computer has not been happy with the way I've been editing. And if you watch the L-shaped ruins video, you can probably see why it might not be so happy if I'm doing the kind of stuff I'm doing to it. And just as a reminder, obviously liking the stream really helps out in terms of just channel stuff, subscribe, support the channel with becoming a member, Patreon, Twitch sub. If you want to yell at me, because I'm not going to be looking up at chat is the main thing. Doing a super chat or that to allow me to then hear your message works a lot. So I'm not going to be looking up at chat most of the time.
Aren't there easier ways to improve your wrist strength? Kappa Paulba 6 grommet, Paulba 6 grommet,
Paulba 6 grommet, Paulba 6 grommet, Paulba 6 grommet, Paulba 6 grommet. Love Paulba 6 grommet. Sergeant Sharp, thank you for 9 months. Ace of Dragons for 4. and Mackie D3 for 6. Thank you very much.
Give him your money.
Give him your money. Give me your money. I need it to continue to do this stuff. We're going to get so much F-Zero. Love it.
Zangers.
Zangers. When does he thin the paint? These are contrast paints, you don't thin them. So I am doing it from the pot, but that is because they are contrast paints. Also, you can thin them. I may move the camera. That's probably useful. Yeah, there we go. Cake woof. Thank you for becoming a member as well. All go here today. Yeah, apologies for not streaming for... Like, I tried to get one stream in on a Monday and then one on a Thursday. I've just not had time or the energy. It's been so hot. And I think it... Basically, I'm allergic to... For hay fever, I think it's the grass pollen. Because I get hay fever for like a month at the start of the summer. Then it goes away. I'm pretty sure... With the grass pollen being what it was, pretty sure that's what I'm allergic to. But yeah, like it's been annoying for doing videos as well because my throat has been absolutely killing me. You don't need to spam. I will look at your comment eventually. You don't need to post constantly. The paint is Black Legion, but don't spam, please. Ivy, thank you for 2 months. All the resubs today.
2 months. Paul, I've always wanted to tell you
Thar. Very nice. So I just want to tell you all good luck. We're all counting on you. Spam, 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 baked beans and spam. I was watching I watched, I don't know if anyone watches AEW. Wrestling. I watched the Grand Slam Mexico. Good show. Good show. My favourite part of the show was in one of the, I think it was in picture-in-picture, one of the breaks. Excalibur goes, we just want to give our best wishes to Taz. There's nothing wrong with him. Just want to give our best wishes. Jesus! 100?
Hey Paul, it me boy. Just wanted to drop by and tell you that you have changed how I think about playing 40k and your vids gave me a new hype for the hobby.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for the great vibes and keep it up.
Thank you very much. Based Rex. Very based indeed. Yeah, thank you very much. Is that Danish kroner? DKK? That's going to be my guess. By the way, thank you very much. You finally got the Combi Lieutenant. Well, to be fair, I got the Combi Lieutenant because it comes with Leviathan, right? I'm just painting it now. But no, thank you very much for your kind words. I'm glad. Yeah, I think a lot of people seem to like, you know, enjoy it. I think you just gotta remember that the hobby. What you read on the I think the main thing is what you read on the internet is a lot of negativity. So I think when people kind of see positivity on the internet, they go, "Oh yeah, I mean that's true," and that's what I am here for. And look, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be Mr. Positive. I'm gonna be super nice, but that does mean. So here's the deal. If you can't handle me at my L-shaped ruin, crab locks, Imperial Guard, mental breakdowns, you don't deserve me at my I'm really nice. This is the first stream of yours I see. Hell yeah. I've not. I've played the when Dark Tide came out with the like beta. I played that, but I haven't played any Dark Tide since then. I do have Dark Tide. How do your ravens scream? Technically, by just talking, because that's how they work. By just opening their mouths, they scream. So far, this isn't too bad of a challenge. But I can definitely feel I'm being very unstable. I'm glad. So at the moment, obviously, I'm just putting black on essentially dark base coat. So mistakes aren't exactly obvious. I might... So I've found when I'm not streaming and painting, I'm way less careful. Obviously, I am also a bit quicker, so... I do wonder if I should paint more on stream. But the problem with painting on stream is I never look up at chat. And part of the thing that I like about streaming is looking at chat. So I'm going to look up at chat and see what happens. What's your favourite Donk-Tide class? I haven't played enough. But I think I played the Zealot. The Repentia one. Right, what's going on with this arm? That's that entire like bit on top of the arm there. That is Tyrannid, so I need to go underneath it. Right there. Around that. And the hand as well. Yeah, I think the thing is with the black contrast paste, it's so opaque that it's covered all of the zenithal. Quote unquote zenithal. It wasn't really zenithal. I think I just had a colour in the airbrush and I just went with it. You do the chest, I think. And the bottom of the helmet. Should you participate in LVO? Do you want to participate in the LVO? That is the real question. If the answer is yes, then you should. If the answer is no, then you shouldn't. And you shouldn't need me to make that decision for you. Well, to be fair, I guess it's not. You probably don't need me to make decisions. I guess you were just asking, just in general. But if you want to do it, do it. If you have doubts, think about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. This is going to be one of the few models that actually has skin showing. I didn't quite realise that he actually only has the half helmet, but it's fine because he's bald. He's just like me for real. Okay, so I think that is all the black areas done. Paul! Hello, Visixcar. And Hughbeard, thank you for following over on Twitch. That is closed. Oh, okay, this part's gonna be annoying. Washing the brush. Holding up 2 kilograms. Want to start an army? I even want to do my own army called Wolf Eaters. 3 months I only paint currently, but want to place Thomas Ross through. Hell yeah. I think there's been some actual like interesting discussion and comments that I've missed, so I do apologize. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's just... Yeah, you don't need to... You're forgiven, don't worry about it. Yeah, you don't need to repeat the question over and over. I'll see it eventually. EC at 1k points busted? 1k points is an interesting one, right? Any advice for versing knights with a low anti-tank list? This slow grow league and old god, I'm scared my next opponent's lost. Anti-tank against all tanks is... Lack of anti-tanks against all tanks is going to be bad. I guess if you've got a lot of models, just outscore them. That's going to be the main thing. Just, yeah, outscore them. 200 plus guard models, recon element, the army becomes 3 plus 8 with cover on everything. Jesus. 200 plus models is horrible. Close with Doomsday. Nice. That sounds cool. Yeah, the new Imperial Knights, because they've got points cuts and stuff, seem a bit busted. We'll see how it goes. How do you see 11th going? Any predictions? Not really. I think it's going to be similar to 10th. They're lying some stuff down. They might reintroduce some bits here and there, like... But I don't know. I love the mini you're doing with Tyranid armor so good. I want to run it in Deathwatch armor. Yeah, it's a fun mini. I know what I want to do for the Tyranid parts. But there's a lot of other parts on here that need to happen first. So, what I'm probably going to do... To be too fair. What we got? We've got silver, so I need to do my silver parts. I've done loads of silver recently, so I'm kind of sick of silver, to be honest, but... Gotta do it. Then there's a lot of brown for, like, the sheaths and those bits. Gun. We might be able to do a fancy colour for the gun. Like little details in there. And then head. Yeah. Awakens Night. Thank you very much. I've used so much lead belcher recently. For various things. Right, how's things going? I might need to readjust this one here, because I think I'm starting to get pins and needles, which is not a good thing. So I'm gonna take that. Oh, bloody hell! Whoa! Yeah, my arm feels very light. Let me just readjust this one. This guy looks a bit big, or do you have smaller hands than me? I mean, I've got a literal... My hand span... If I do this, I got my little finger there, and I get to this line. My hand span is 23 centimeters. So, I don't know. And from the bottom of my wrist, about 21 centimeters. What are we painting today, Paul? We're painting the combi left hand with 2 kilogram wrist weights. Did I change the title on Twitch? I think I did. I just had a sort of thought, like, it's probably says, oh yeah, but same title. Same title. This is the worst part. Ugh. Getting your War Dogs Battle for Saturday? Hell yeah. I assume you're ripped as fuck, as foretold. Oh yeah, I'm super ripped now. Oh yeah. How tall is Paul? Paul is about 6'1". 184 centimeters. I used to be taller. I think I've shrunk over the past few years, to be honest. Right, this now I'm gonna do a thing that upsets people. We're gonna get metallics on the wet palette. It's absolutely fine. There's no problem with it. Anyone tells you otherwise is lying to you. I want to get metallics on. I want to get some paint on the wet palette. So I can close this so I don't knock it over. Okay, yeah. The control of trying to like dip this into the water is so difficult. It's not stupid. It's not that difficult. It's quite difficult. Get that little bit of water to water down your paint. We're going to do the silver now. What's wrong with metallics and wet palette? So some people... So there's something to do with the fact that like the pigments, like the sparkly bits, can affect the wet palette, but I've never had that happen, so... And because it's never happened to me, it can't possibly be real. So I do this silver in the undersuit. That's just a Screaming Ravens thing. And apparently also on that part of the... But that's fine. That's like a bolter casing there as well. That's a bit... Maybe that'll be silver. Obviously, weapon. This is going to be silver. I'm going to try and avoid the ichor here. The ichor. I may not be able to, but do our best. If a kit bash anything, yes. My Vanguard veterans are kit bashed. I want to get into this. Got the undersuit here. Oh, that's fine. And we got. Yeah, the main thing at the moment is I'm trying not to let the weights rest on the table. So I feel like that would be cheating. What leather are you doing? It'll probably be start off with like Rhinox hide or something. Who is this handsome lad? Oh, this is Paul. My name is Paul. Let's talk about the model. I see you probably weren't talking about me. This is a combi lieutenant. Lieutenant with combi weapon is what it's actually called, but I just call it combi lieutenant because it's like jump pack intercessors are called, or actually like assault intercessors with jump packs. No, they're jump pack intercessors. Everyone just calls them JPIs. It's easy, it's quick, it's nice, simple, effective. Stylish. Yeah, it's very warm, which is why I regret doing this today, but I kind of had to do it today. Otherwise I'll be delaying the stream again and again. And I made the thumbnail, so. To get into there. And into there. Not quite wet enough. I'll come back to those when I decide what I'm doing with them. Do need to get up into the old under here. The old under here. Grab those bits. And then the backpack. Yeah, it'll do that. Again, one of the things I want to do when I do a better setup for my desk, like get a new desk and move stuff around to be more conducive to this career that I've chosen. What I want to do is make it so my camera is in a better position so it's not blocked by stuff. Because at the moment the reason that I shrink it is because if I go down here, like the camera doesn't see me. How's fitness painting going? It's going okay. I'm being careful, but I'm not suffering from my wrists are fine. I'm not tired. It's just a stability thing. I was thinking about making this because I thought it might be quite a fun YouTube video, but at the moment, not much has happened. At the moment, it's okay. But there's still plenty of time to go. All that can change. Right, what else we got in terms of silver that I want to do now? Guess I can get that. Just while I'm here. And yeah. 32 degrees here? Oof. The thing, right, so I'm away this weekend. I'm visiting family stuff. And it's warmer where we're going than it would be if we just stayed at home, which is really annoying. So it's like, ugh. It'll be horrific this weekend. I'm currently in like shorts and a tank top, and I'm just like, kill me. I hate summer, dude. Summer is the worst season. And if you think summer is the best season, you're wrong. Frankly. Autumn is the best season. Followed by winter, and then spring, and then summer. If you disagree with that, you're just wrong, unfortunately. I don't know what else to tell you. You are literally 100% incorrect. Like, that you can have an opinion, but your opinion is garbage. Unfortunately, I have to tell you. I should be the bearer of bad news and all that, but as the streamer, I get final say in all things. Yeah, so I am thinking about doing more gaming stream stuff. Set up a second channel to do some games. Because I do want to branch out a little bit. I mean, I'm still enjoying the Warhammer stuff, obviously. And the Gunpla. Well, I haven't done Gunpla in a while. I apologise, Gunpla fans. But it is wise to diversify your portfolio, as it were. And if I can get that... Because the main problem at the moment for the videos for the Warhammer stuff is obviously trying to do it weekly. It's starting to become untenable, just because of the amount of time these videos take now. And I don't want to hire an editor, because I don't think an editor works with my pipeline. And I look up and the first comment I see is, Paul, it's time to get an editor. To be fair, an editor for like gaming stuff might be okay, but not for the main stuff. Is this for Scream Ravens? Yes. Will you sort of be super fast when I take the weights off? Probably. And again, like I said earlier, for people who just joined, I do apologise if I miss your messages, because I have my head down when I do painting. If you want to get my attention, make a noise like that, like CFS. Thank you for following. Or Superchats or whatever. Bits, over 100 bits. Comes text to speech. You're only glazing in November because autumn because November exists. November's the most miserable thing. No, November's fine. What's wrong with November? There's nothing wrong with November. You're wrong. Buckley. Thank you, Volin. What kind of perks can I expect from membership, Paul? Here's the thing. Gotta be honest. You get your name in the credits, and you get access to the Discord channel for members only, which is not very active, just because there's, you know, not much going on there. But that's fine, because it's still a thing. There's stuff like Screaming Ravens previews, but I just haven't been working on that. So, but mostly you get to support me. That's the main thing. I don't want to. I used to do like weekly updates, but I was going to do monthly updates, but I've stopped doing them just because, again, it's just a time thing, and I don't think they were really that useful. So I am looking at ways. That's something else I want to do after the wedding. With kind of like, you know, Paul is. Well, now that I've basically been doing this job for 6 months without without any real issues in terms of money or whatever, I do want to make sure that I'm kind of building up and going into phase 2. So it'll be like making sure that the memberships have more stuff, gaming channel, to try and do stuff there, because I want to do some fun gaming like challenges. Because stuff like the Crablocks videos are really fun to make, but they do terribly on my channel at the moment because they just massively underperform. So branching that out would be nice. Are you gonna do another complete channel stream? Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Right, I think that's all the silver for now, which is good. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, I'll revamp and try and work something out for the memberships to make it more useful, more what's your opinion on horses? Horses are cool. Horses are alright. They're quite big. Currently picking up stuff for Chichester. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the Death Eagles Vanguard with the, what was it, 18 blade guard? That sounds awesome. Right. We'll do some leather. What's this? What's this?
Are you
K-Trax.
going to get the Master of Mortification? It's sold at Major Minis, it's a Centurion and it's cheaper than GW.
Master of Mortification. I've not heard of it. But thank you very much for your $5 super chat. I was gonna have one called Porters Ballot Games for gaming stuff. I think it's Porters Ballot stuff. Obviously, is very generic. I have an idea for a video that I really want to do. Not anytime soon. So I watch Ghost Files. Ghost Files is a really fun show. I really like it. I don't believe in ghosts. I think it's all bullshit. But they have all this. You have all this ghost hunting equipment, right? And I'm just like, how does that work? I want to get the ghost hunting equipment and break it down to see how it actually what it's actually doing. Obviously, that's nothing to do with Warhammer, so it'll probably do terribly. But some of that shit is so ridiculous. I just want to know what it does. Warhammer Court streams? Yeah, we had one recently, which is going to become a YouTube video at some point. That was a lot of fun. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a paint. I started chatting while looking in my drawer, and I'm looking for a dark brown. It's not that one. I used it recently. Yeah, there you go, right outside. Found it.
Went to my first GT last weekend, ended up going 3-2 with
Hell
my
yeah.
Kari. Really pleased, your content helped me take the plunge, so thanks.
Awesome. That's what we like to see. Thank you for the €5. Thank you, Crystal Woods. Do you have any Gundam themed Scream Remnants? No, not yet. It is a bit unfortunate. To be fair, I have some intercessors. Gundam themed? Maybe. Oh no, I've got some more jump back intercessors. Oh, Gundam themed jump back intercessors. That'd be cool. Do you know when the best time to buy? How many points fit in a regular? So my regular one fits my 2,000 point Scream Raven army very easily. I can fit like 2.5k Scream Ravens in there. The XL one I think is just double, but it's a lot heavier, obviously. I'd like to see that idea. I think that's gonna be. I think it's a lot of fun. But it's probably just gonna be. Yeah, this is the thing, right? This is the thing with the ghost stuff, right? Like, I like Ghost Files because of how they do it. Obviously, one's a believer, one's a skeptic, and I'm very much a... Oh, I put the silver away, but... Well, actually, no, I've got silver here. We're fine. I forgot to do the trim on the shoulder pad. That's like the main thing. We'll do that now, quickly. But they have all this stuff like... the ghosts... the Ovulus is the one that confused me the most. Because it goes... Ghosts can... Ghosts can manipulate stuff like temperature or EMF and translate it into words. Okay. How? Let's say you're a ghost. We should go ghost hunting. Yeah, we should go ghost hunting. Let's say you're a ghost, right? And ghosts are real. Let's pretend ghosts are real for a sec. And some dudes come in and they got this like, oh, you know, we've got this box here. It manipulates stuff, you know, EMF and temperature. It allows you to say words. How is a ghost supposed to know what interaction causes what words? Like, just logically. Because it goes like, you know, a word comes up, it's like, oh, that could be related. It's like, but no, but how does the ghost know what word is associated with what action? Because also, the other thing I want to do is go into a non-haunted house. Just a random house. Maybe even, probably not my own house because I want to film my own house, but go to a random place that is not reported to be haunted, right? And just see what happens. It's like, oh look, there's actually a million ghosts in here because all this shit keeps going off. A lot of them is just nonsense devices to spit out garbled radio static because it's picking up signals from agitation. Yeah, so the spirit box, yeah, what it does, it cycles through radio stations and then it picks up words. And it's picking up words because it's cycling through radio stations and picking up the words on the radio station. Like, no shit. No shit, you're going to hear words. You're hearing radio stations that are being buzzed through. Master Modification Centurion. Yeah, I haven't heard about it, but I'll have a look at it after the stream. Ghosts know many languages, of course. Of course, yeah, exactly. Ghost hunting in Jim's house. Got a modifying weapon. This is the lieutenant with combi weapon. They look like Deathwing guys and won't leave an empty planet. As they think the Emperor needs them there for a crucial battle. As in, if they land on a non-empty planet, they won't be able to leave, or they are currently stuck on a planet. And they won't leave until it is empty. This is going to be the worst part, shaking the paints. Oh, I need to go the other arm. Oh. So yeah, that's an idea I got for a video that I've had for ages. But again, it's one of those ones where if I do it, it's going to be really off topic. I do kind of want to start doing more things like that, but I know where... This is the problem with being in the position I'm at the moment, is I don't have too much of a luxury to afford to take risks. I kind of need to get a video out every week to maintain the amount of ad revenue that I'm making to ensure that I can pay the bills. Obviously, more streams could bring in more revenue, and then that helps. And then if I do the gaming channel, I can split stuff and get an editor for the gaming channel. That's going to help. All this stuff. But that's going to be like post-wedding phase 2. I think mostly it's just been the fact that I was like, realistically, I've now been doing this for over 6 months, and there's been no real issues. Jesus, Frosty the donkey was 6 months.
Took the plunge and bought a full Chaos Knights army. Steve would be proud.
Hell yeah. Thank you for the 6 months and awesome news on that. Oh man, that sounds awesome. Yeah, this thing, like, it's one of those things where if ghosts, if there was evidence for ghosts, like proper evidence, then yeah, I would be like, okay, ghosts are real. But there never is. So just joined. What is your painting process? Paint go on brush, brush go on model, paint sometimes go. Stop. Why are you listening to me, Google? Fuck off. Shut up. Stop listening. Stop it. Paint go on brush. Brush go on model. Paint sometimes go where I want, but sometimes don't. Clean up. And then go, yeah, that'll do. Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello, the woman. It's going alright. Stability is the main thing.
Is it warm as well?
It's not that warm, to be fair. Mostly just the weight isn't the problem, it's the stability. There was your everyone, there was your the woman jump scare. Paul Cinematic Universe. I need nap time, tell me a story of the Macus 2, but it help me sleep. Well, no, hang on. Alright, so I'll get back to that in a second, Cassie. I made the woman jump this morning because I stayed in the room. I entered the room to give her something, And then I just didn't leave. And she thought I had, and then she turned around and I was there, and she went, "Well, I don't know how that's my fault. Just because I'm accidentally stealthy." I pulled the thing right off the camera. I apologize. Everyone's resubbing today. Gee, Spartan.
I was literally painting my town, thought I wonder if Paul if painting RN, and here you are, ha.
Here I am. Thank you for the 2 months. Much appreciated. And I think for gaming stuff as well, going back to the gaming stuff, I'll probably stream just on Twitch for that. Keep it separate. Tarek Arrow. Thank you for becoming a member. Am I going to the Chichester RTC? I'm not. No, I'm not here for that. In fact, I'm basically not here any weekend. I'm basically not free any weekend between now and my wedding, so I would have done the Winchester GT, but I'm absolutely not free that weekend, unfortunately. I'm sure most people know about the fact that I'm getting married now. It's about bloody time, to be honest. Alright, so thank you very much. First time joining the stream. I also having a painting session today. Nice. With AOS. Awesome. Yeah, I'll look at the modification thing after the stream. Sounds cool. We'll see. Yeah, see how I feel. I keep pulling this off the thing again. Oh. Where else do we need this? We need it there. When is the wedding? It's start of August. Pretty much everything's sorted at this point. I mean, we have been engaged for a long time, so... Not that we've been planning the wedding for a long time. We've just been engaged for a long time. We finally decided we should probably actually get around to doing the wedding thing. Are we going to invite to the wedding? No. Unfortunately not. I'm sure that's going to upset some of you. But we only have a limited number of spots available in the wedding. And they're going to people we, you know, actual family and friends. People we know in real life. And not strangers on the internet. Which I know it's controversial. I know it's controversial as a stream. I should be like hyping up the parasocial relationship and be like, yeah, you can come to the wedding, but be realistic. But you gotta be realistic sometimes. I know you're on the internet, but sometimes you gotta you don't over 240 runs. I know, right? Live stream becomes a business expense. Oh yeah, that part of me thinks the venue probably wouldn't allow me anyway. To be honest, don't think I'm allowed to. And just to be absolutely clear, I don't want to. Just to make that absolutely 100% clear. We are going to lighten up this this brown the base on that. Yeah. Where else? That's most of it. What was that? Bespoke foil, thank you for. Thank you for following. Right. Oh. Do you have a C for each your century? No, I do not. Oh. Paints to use? I'll use it, paints. I'm gonna have to once again take the left one off because I'm starting to get pins and needles again. Oh. Strangely, this is not as hard as I thought it'd be. However, this is only part 1 of this saga. But at some point, I want to wear these at a game. That, I think, is going to be worse. I am to wear these weights at a game. Because at least with this, I can actually kind of, like, rest my arms on the chair or something, but not so much in a game. Tyranid? When? I mean, the Tyranid's on this. That'll be the first Tyranid I've painted in a long time. Sponsor time at the wedding. Ugh, right. The main problem at the moment is just the warmth of the room. I need to hydrate as well. Which is going to be interesting with this, this setup. Oh, you see? I've already knocked something. Everyone hydrate, it's very warm today. Will the magnet wizard be there? No. He's in America. Wrong time, wrong place. What colour do we want the gun? Oh, I've just realised I missed a bunch. Fortunately, even though I put the paint away. There's still some on the palette. We can try and nab that while we're at. There's a bit. Ah, yeah, the bit there. That she goes over to there. And actually then is also wrapped around his wrist. There and there. Off in there. And there we go. And across there. And across. There we go. Now actually all the brown is done. Oh, ah. Hello, hip stance again. Blackcurrant's washing frozen. That's probably a smart idea. I need to get some frozen or cold water. What do you paint looks awesome? This is a combi lieutenant. Lieutenant with a combi weapon. Just putting the kind of base colours here first for most of the main parts. So the silver, the brown, black. Are we going to focus? Yes. You got the Tyranid on there as well. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with that. I think what we need to do, whilst I've got these wrist weights on, is we need to make sure that we are not just testing my ability to do what I'm doing now. But also, edge highlight. Or more detailed and skill things. So, I think what's going to be interesting. I think I need to do that bit of kite over here first. That's a big block of colour. So I'll do that. And we'll decide what colour we want the gun. And then we'll do some edge highlighting. Or at least try to. Whether we'll be successful or not, I don't know. That is going to be the plan. And I know what colour I want this to be. I just have to try and find it. I think that one. I have many choices in oranges, but... Where's the death guard? I don't know where the death guard is. I don't have death guard. Nap time. Alright, have a good nap. I need to readjust the one on my right now. Oh. I'm going to take it off. It's not causing me I need to readjust it. Oh. Right. Sneaky turtle. Thank you, follow. Hello, have a great Pedro. Thank you very much. Should I get the Tails? The Chaos Terminator Lord and kit bash it into one of my loyal Raven Guards? That's chapter called the Raven Lords. Yes, sure. That sounds awesome. This is like a really good idea. Oh, it's a really good idea. So far, not as bad as I thought it'd be. But the main problem is it's just kind of uncomfortable. It's not actually that much weight, and because obviously I'm leaning my elbows, that's taking a lot of the weight, I think. But I don't know, I'm not a science body man, so I don't really know what the mechanics are. So I have a scheme idea, because I got obviously the Tyranids from Leviathan. So I do have an idea for the scheme I want to do. That's a nice dry paint. Over there. Ooh, God, that hurt. So I'll see if this is like the first test of it, essentially. Brush. What would you name your Tyranid High Fleet, Paul? I'm going to see if people can guess what my idea is. That is my challenge to you. That bit's meant to be brown, that's fine. And I'll look up at chat in a second, see if anyone's guessed it. So again, this is one of those ideas I had ages ago for my Tyranids that I just haven't executed. This at least starts it off. Hive Fleet Centurion. Your mum. Good answers, good answers. I've been, I went down a YouTube rabbit hole the other day of, Deltarune animations, but it's, Family Feud. Which have been very funny. Based on Chapter 3. No spoilers in chat if people haven't played it, but Deltarune is very good. I think Wednesday now. You want to try and improve grip strength and exercise the tiny muscles used in painting grip strength. Squeeze is the way to go. Your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder. Thank you, Chad Channington. We can always count on our friendly local bodybuilder, Chad Channington. High Fleet Band. I need to thin the paint a little bit more. Another bloody bit of no, I did already do that one, bro. That's fine then. Yeah, the colour for the for my high flea that I'm painting this after might become more obvious later. Probably shouldn't have done the leather. Mostly because I'm going over it with orange. I also want to check a reference. So I actually don't know if this is the right colour. I think it is. There we go. Nice bright bit of colour there. Is this feature for ants? It'll happen. High Fleet Smorgasbord. Interesting. Interesting idea. Well, that's a little bit too watered down here. There we go. Every so often I get the paint in the perfect consistency. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is painting. This is living. Then I will never get it again. At least for a while. Every so often you just get that perfect paint. You're just like, oh, it's smooth. It's going on. Like, I can do 2 thin coats. It's going where I'm putting the brush. Beautiful. And then it will then you have to get more paint and you change the consistency and it stops working. Or it dries up too much, or a myriad of different things can happen. It's already not the same. I've already lost the golden ratio. High Fleet Whoopee cushion. High Fleet Pokemon. we get a hint? The hint is the colour. It's based on one of the most diabolical creatures known to humankind. Mr. Blobby, not orange, the French, and High Fleet Chihuahua. Wasp Nest, Angry Bird. Why is arm orange? That is the he has like Tyrannid chitin as armor. High Fleet Garfield, you are correct. My idea is when I do my Tyrannids, I want to do High Fleet Garfield. Which has probably been done, to be fair, but not by me. I think that's about the right orange. It's different on camera, I think, compared to what it is in real life. Just joined, and the video you make are just hilarious, yet informative. What are we working on today? We are working on a combi lieutenant, and I'm wearing 2 kilogram wrist weights on each wrist. Flesh share is on me? Hell yeah. Biomass is nothing but lasagna, exactly. I'm sorry, Gulliman. He consumes everything. So that's like the first pass of the orange. Just wanted to get that colour on there, just to kind of see how it looks. It looks alright. Guess I should probably do the flesh, but I might just do like a light colour and then do a contrast, because I'm not trying to do a face properly. Yeah, I think getting warm. I want to make sure. Oh, on Mondays are the real heretic. Like some sort of training exercise, literally. Not so much a training exercise, just to see if it can be done. Just to see what happens. I was going to make a video, but to be honest, it's not actually that interesting. Which is a great thing to say as a streamer. Hey guys, well, thanks for joining. This isn't actually that interesting. So it just becomes a chill stream. It just... not enough weight, I don't think. I think this would be more interesting if you're playing a game. Like, playing a game in, like, a full, like, weighted outfit might be more interesting. That's like 3 hours of weighted standing up. And obviously, with the wrist weights, having to roll dice and stuff. This is a bit too... there's not enough going on. But I do want to try some actual, like, if I can find the right bloody colour. And yeah, little shit. Like, shaking the paint is the worst, probably. Check the meme channel. Someone's ordered the Delta Room fucking one in there. Banging sermon, my man. There's a lot of memes. I'm assuming I'm looking at the latest meme. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone has done, yeah. That looks awesome, to be fair. Yeah, High Fleet Garfield just makes sense, right? It's so silly. I think it does need to be a bit more yellow. The yellow end, but... what I want to do... make your bases heavier? That's true. I did have an idea, like, because a lot of people do magnets on their bases, have a map, which is like... you take the standard 40k map, and then you have it in, like, 3D. So you can shoot upwards. You have to obviously magnetize to the bit at the bottom. I have no idea why you're here. That isn't the interest. This isn't interesting in lots of time. Exactly. But people are still here. That's good. You have to memorize all your opponent's rules as well. I may have missed your first part of that. Do you mean just in terms of, like, learning games? Not really, no. What's your thoughts on the secret level episode? I thought it was fun. That's about it. It was fun. Yeah, you don't... No, you don't need to memorize all your opponent's rules. No one knows every single rule. It's just not possible. It's simply impossible. So, you know, I found going to tournaments that it's quite collaborative. Like, you're reminding each other of a lot of things to make sure that they have all the information before they make the decision. You're not happy with the decision making. You're just making sure that your opponent has all the information they could possibly need to make a decision. Thank you for the 5.
Bro,
that was a
get
draw.
a screaming Ravens cop slay. Wait it, and then play a full game with it.
Oh, yeah, like a full Centurion armor. Playing a game in full Centurion armor. No idea how I'd make that, but that'd be very funny. I watched Evan and Caitlin. They made was it like a giant tungsten dice that was like ridiculously heavy? Get those as your dice. Just break the table. Whoa. Right. We're going in. We're trying it. We've got that lovely... I didn't quite close the paint properly, so we've got a nice dried crust around the edge. What? Brushed? Realistically, none of these have very good points on it, is the problem. Yes? That one. Gonna get some paint onto the palette. We can close this up. So yeah, this is kind of like this is the test here. So we've done a lot of the base paint coating, and I think that's fine. And like I said, with these weighted wristbands, it's not so much the weight that's the problem. It's been the stability. So can I remain stable enough to edge highlight some of this model? I'm not very good at edge highlighting anyway, so this is going to be fun. Winning on 3s. Done. Any progress on your chapter master? Not yet. It's in the it's on the list of things to work on, along with a myriad of other things. This is an army painter palette, and it's just a Citadel brush. A lot more thin. I need a lot less on my brush as well. That's actually quite good, like thin wise. I've actually done that all right. Whether I can translate that to doing well on this, we'll find out. No. Kind of. No, it's kind of chunky. Too chunky? Probably too much paint. Brush. Fortunately, it's only down by the foot, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Right here. There we go. Yeah, the main thing with this challenge that I wasn't really appreciating is that you do kind of rest, because you have to rest your hands on the desk. That takes a lot of the weight off. It's still not comfortable. It's still not a good idea. So I wouldn't recommend it. Why is his arm orange? That is the Tyrannid chitin that he is wearing. Mad Mexploit, thank you for following. Based on the fingers. How long have you been doing Warhammer personally? I've been playing for 10 years now. I started in 2021. Because the channel started in 2022, so yeah. State of the game, how you scream army just moving forward. I think the state of the game is fine. I'm enjoying the game quite a lot. I'm changing my army slightly. See if I can get more out of the 18 Centurions. We're going no vehicles. There you go. I did see someone ask about Titans, and I forgot to answer. There is a video on my channel about Titans. One of my most popular videos, actually. It's quite high up there. Not the 80,000 views? Might even be 90,000 views. Don't know if you can see that. You gonna focus? Well, it's trying. It's trying. Come on. There you go. See? There's highlight. We did it. Yeah, this isn't exactly... Because this is the other problem, is also I need to make sure that I'm keeping the model obviously in the camera. Which means I am kind of painting relatively uncomfortably anyway. See if I can get that there. He is. The main thing as well, because it's so warm, I need to make sure the paint is still consistent. Definitely noticed that it's starting to not be the same consistency as it was earlier. Oh, well, yeah, that's a thick one, that. Oof. How are my arms feeling? I'm definitely starting to feel the weight. I think a lot of it's just I'm feeling sweat. They're just feeling sweaty now. I imagine once I take these off, my arms are going to feel so light. Yeah, that paint's just not. It's so frustrating when you just like. Obviously, the paint is just not there. And you try and paint something, it just doesn't come off at all. You're just like, okay, there's no paint. I need to make sure I'm actually painting. There we go. Probably the front of this leg as well. There we go. Oof. Also filled with 30-degree heat. No, was it with water? Surely you can go inside and get some water, but god damn. I mean, that does suck. Okay, this is quite a chunky highlight on the belt. I guess that's what we're doing. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about how bloody chunky that one is. Ugh. Do you not have AC? Not UK does not have AC as default. I do have an AC unit, but we've not set it up yet because we're not going to be able to appreciate it at the moment. Bloody knees it. Get my knees up. It's not nearly the right consistency. Oh god, yeah, this thing is drying out so fast. Even on the wet palette, it's still just... It is the problem with painting, is it's so weather dependent. The UK just does not have consistent weather for it. It's totally not a skill issue. It's absolutely the weather's fault. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Where's your next bet? I don't actually know. What does the title mean? Just Savages, what do you think the title means? I'm not saying that as like a... What do you think it means? I'm actually legitimately curious what you think it might mean. What it means is I can't bloody paint this this edge because I need a better thing. So put yourself in the face when you take them off. That is a worry. Do you put weights on your brushes or run on a trim while painting? Close. Weights on the wristband. Weights on the wrist. I've been painting for... What about? What is it, about an hour and a half? Hour and 15 minutes? With 2 kilogram weights on each of my wrists. Has it been a good idea? No. That's so thin, that's just not even, that's just, I'm literally just painting water onto the edge. Do I regret my decision? Funny enough. Also no. It's actually not been too bad. I certainly can't recommend it. Because the main thing is I'm not very good at painting anyway, so it just makes it more difficult. During a game, do a push-up every time you roll a 1. Oh, good. The amount of times I roll a 1. That would be an interesting one, though. That would be an interesting one. That's another way of doing it. I've actually done the foot. Oh, that's a really chunky highlight, that. Well, that's a very chunky highlight. I mean, it's going okay so far. I'm actually starting to... I'm starting to feel it. Wait, that's not even an edge highlight, that's just paint. That's just painting the wrist. Or the elbow, rather. That was a bit better. Oh. Are you feeling it now? I am certainly feeling it. Is this Stellaris music? It's royalty-free music. It might be in Stellaris. That happened with Kerbal Space Program. Because I used a royalty-free piece of music in like some of my other videos. People were like, oh, why are you playing Kerbal Space Program music? I didn't know it was a Kerbal Space Program. But it's royalty-free. Alright. You kind of see like some of that is a bit thick. Some of them are okay. Also, some of it is just a light, I think. Come on. Focus up. There you go. Obviously, I need to repair the bit on like this foot here. But otherwise, not too terrible so far. Not too bad. It dries off a little bit darker in the end. There. Well, that's nice. Yes, yes. Yes. What's the plan for the base? Let's paint all this in. And probably my normal basing scheme, to be honest. I don't really think too much about the bases. I won't do too much on the helmet just yet, because I'm going to do a lot with the face, so that's going to be something later. We'll get the backpack. We do need to. I'll tell you what's starting to be more of a problem. So obviously, when you're painting, your main issue is like obviously you're leaning, hunching over, you need to stretch your back. I've actually got extra weight when I'm leaning over. That's probably not good. The main issue actually is going to be back, especially because on yesterday when I did arms, I also did back. So it's back and arms day. Get along there. Yes, yes, yes. We're doing it, we're doing it. What's wrong there? I didn't mean to go up there, but we're doing it now. That's a bit thick. Bit thick. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of worked. Yeah, it needs a bit of repair on those ones. You know what? A bit more there. There we go. Ugh. Right. I am going to call it for now because it is starting to get warmer and warmer, and I need to take these wrist rests. I think it was fine. I don't think it was. I thought it would be more. I thought there'd be more to it. Oh god, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. My arms feel very light. Oh. If you put them both together, maybe that's what I should have done. Wear them both on one hand for an hour and then do the other. Oh. Oh, you can see like the matted hair on my arm, slightly. Oh. My wrists feel, actually, to be fair, my wrists are usually a lot more clicky than this. I actually think it did pretty well for the wrists. Like, do you have any wrist? No, not really. This is what we got so far. Because obviously a lot more details still need to be done. I've done the black armor and a bit of highlighting on it, which needs a bit of repair. Also need to do the skin, need to do the grenades on his chest. Need to brighten up all the stuff, need to do the gun. But it's a good start. Got the basic Extreme Rainbow stuff in there. Got High Fleet Garfield ongoing as well. But for a first couple of hours, not too bad. Oh. Yeah, I thought that would be more interesting. Well, I think next time, or I think if I want to do a video on this, I'm going to have to do... we have to chat, so I can turn this light off to cool it down. I think what we're going to have to do is actually, instead of what I did here, what we do is like we play a game. I think there is a... there's a path which is more you play a game, when you roll a 1 you do press-ups and all this kind of stuff. That, I think, that's where the money's at. That's where the video idea is at. I think at the moment that... I think painting and building... So I was going to do some assembly, but I realised doing the assembly, I was like, is that a good idea? Because your problem is going to be... If you do that, and I've got a knife, I don't want a knife with, like, unstable hands. Yeah, like... Yeah. What have I got? Wish you could unlock gift sub saving for your community anytime, wish granted. Okay. Congratulations, we've unlocked... something? Good job, Twitch. We did it. I think we'll call it there. What we're going to do, we're going to... Liam Dempsey's not on, which is normally where we'd go on Thursday. So everyone get over to Twitch. We'll raid someone on Twitch. Maybe find someone. I think RT Games is on. Good raid RT Games. See if anyone is doing some miniature stuff that we know of. Recognize any of these people? Yeah. RT Games fun. Might as well go chuck ourselves over there. So if you want to join in the raid on that, come join us over on Twitch. Otherwise, we'll get a small Paul avatar one day. One day. Thank you very much for watching. Go watch RT Game. RT Game's great. Let me go to the ending screen. We can look at all the nice people's names that did things. Look at that. Alright. Thanks everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.